Hello friends, today we are going to learn about simple muscle curve, another experiment of experimental physiology. So to start with, the aim for the study is to record a single muscle twitch on a moving drum and to study the phases of a simple muscle curve. The apparatus to be used is myograph strand, muscle lever, a weight of 10 gram, frog board, femur clamp, Sherrington Starling's drum, inductorium for giving the current, stimulating electrodes and a tuning fork for tracing of the time. And the drum speed has to be the fast gear with slowest speed. The electrical connection here is for a single induction shock with the myograph drum in the primary circuit. Coming to the procedure, the first step is that we have to dissect the frog and take out the two nerve muscle preparation of sciatic nerve and gastrocnemius muscle. We have to place one of the set on the frog board and keep the preparation moist by pouring the Ringer solution on it. We clamp the femur firmly on the femur clamp. And in the next step you have to do is that you have to tie the tendon of the muscle and attach it to the writing lever. Place a weight of 10 gram on this lever and release the arresting screw, adjusting the lever to make it a horizontal movement. Next is once we switch the recording drum and when the contact arm touches the contact knob, this is where this is the contact arm. Just a minute, let me show you. Here is the contact arm, here is the contact knob. When this contact arm touches the contact knob, the muscle is getting stimulated and the pointer of the isotonic lever moves on the recording drum, recording a simple muscle curve as shown in the picture here. Switch off the kymograph drum and rotate the drum by the hand. So once we have got the simple muscle curve on it, we have to switch it off, bring this drum close to the place where this knob and this contact arm had been in connection to each other. They were in contact with each other because that's a point where the stimulus was given. So at that point you mark, when this comes very close to it, you put an arc to it. That arc is going to denote the point of stimulus. At this position the circuit is complete and the nerve is stimulated. So when your contact arm touches the contact knob, the circuit is complete and we make a line on the baseline by raising the lever about 1 centimeter with the finger and we label it as the point of stimulus. Similarly, we are going to make an arc from the maximum height of contraction. This is the maximum height of contraction. So we make an arc from the maximum height of contraction and take it up to the baseline. Next, we move the lever away from the drum and we set the drum rotating at the same speed as before, and this time we want to record the time tracing, and this time tracing we are recording with the help of a tuning fork with a known frequency of 100 vibrations per second below the baseline. Now the distance between the peak, one peak of it, one peak will be 1 upon 100th of a second, that is 0.01 second. We measure the time intervals for latent period, contraction period and relaxation period. Now coming here to this diagram of simple muscle curve. So as you can see here, what have we done? We have done the time tracing here. This is the time tracing done with the tuning fork of 100 Hz per second. We have recorded a simple muscle curve on a moving kymograph drum and we have placed the point of stimulus and the different points, the onset of contraction we put another arc and from the maximum height of contraction we put another arc. Now we are going to label the graph here. The point from, the time period from the point of stimulus to the point of onset of contraction is called as latent period, and from the point of contraction to the maximum height of contraction we call it as contraction period, and from that point to the point where it has come and touched the baseline we call it as relaxation period. Few of these side waves we call it as the physiological curve. And here is the time tracing where each of the wave, if you want to take the peak or you want to take the trough, each of the wave, the time period is 0.01 second. Now comes what is latent period. Very often asked in the Viva questions, what is latent period? Latent period is the time period from the point of stimulus to the point of contraction. What are the factors which are responsible for latent period? Since it is the time period which is from the point of stimulus till the point of contraction, it actually incorporates the time taken for the conduction of nerve impulses to travel along the nerve fiber and the motor end plate. It is the time taken for the release of the neurotransmitter, in this case it is the acetylcholine, from the nerve terminal and its diffusion in the neuromuscular junction. Then the time taken for the chemical changes to occur in the muscle and the time taken for overcoming the inertia of liver. Next comes the different time periods. For a normal muscle curve, what is the latent period? The latent period is almost one wave, that is 0.01 second. The contraction period, as you can count here, 1, 2, 3 and 3.5 year and a half year 4, that is 0.04 seconds, and the relaxation period is 0.05 seconds. Note here that relaxation being a passive process and contraction being an active process, relaxation period is longer as compared to the contraction period. Now here comes the important questions that may be asked as what is the difference between the simple muscle twitch and a simple muscle curve? In a simple word to say, simple muscle twitch is a brisk contraction followed by a rapid relaxation when a single stimulus of an adequate strength is given. What is a simple muscle curve? Recording of simple muscle twitch on a moving kymograph drum is called as simple muscle curve. What are the factors? The next question comes as what are the factors that may affect the latent period? Means it may increase the latent period or decrease the latent period. The factors which can increase or decrease the latent period, one important factor is temperature. With temperature, there may be a decrease in the latent period, and with decrease in the temperature, there may be an increase in the latent period. The next is what are the factors that can alter the height of contraction of the simple muscle curve? One is the strength of the stimulus. The number of muscle fibers that contract at a given time depends on the number of motor units that are stimulated. So if we increase the strength of the stimulus, we will be recruiting more number of motor units. Hence, the height of contraction would be very high. How about the next factor is the initial length of the muscle fiber. If the muscle fiber is stretched before stimulation, the force of contraction increases. Next comes the temperature. When we use warm Ringer solution, there will be an increase in the height of contraction, and with low temperature, there will be decrease in the height of contraction. Next is the magnification of the liver. The magnification of the liver can be brought about by moving the thread tied to the muscle nearer to the fulcrum on the recording liver. Next, the question is why load is suspended by the liver. Now, the answer to this question as why load is suspended by the liver is that load mechanically brings the phase of relaxation to completion. It overcomes the inertia of liver. It decreases the height of contraction. It lengthens the latent period but reduces the contraction and relaxation period. It makes liver horizontal while keeping the muscle mildly strong. Next question is which properties of muscles are demonstrated in this experiment? The important properties that are demonstrated in this experiment are excitability, as we are trying to check the excitability of the nerve and the muscle. Next is contractility of the muscle, relaxation of the muscle, and the conductivity of impulses from one point of stimulus to the point of contraction. So we are able to check the conductivity also. Now the next question which is very commonly asked is what is this physiological curve? The small curve that follows the main curve, as we see here, is recorded due to the inertia of the motion of the muscle lever and the elasticity of the muscle tissues. So this usually happens after a simple muscle twitch has been recorded on the moving kymograph drum. These curves are called as physiological curves, and their reason is because of the inertia of the motion of the muscle lever. Now the next question, that is that, as I told you, the frog's nerve muscle preparation is usually kept moist by applying Ringer's solution. So this Ringer's solution is a composition of 0.6% of NaCl, which is isotonic to the plasma of the frog, 0.14% as KCl, potassium chloride, 0.12 for calcium chloride, and 0.02% of sodium bicarbonate. Thank you. That's all.